The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Brian Hoppe and past it. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3, 2, Hoppe. Hoppe, Hoppe. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe and Allessia.
Oh, yeah. What's happening, Allessia?
I am so pumped to be here, Ryan.
It's okay to be pumped, Allessia. It's okay to be energetic and wild. That's what you are, Allessia Calandra. You're energetic and wild. But at the same time, we got to be humble.
Yes, stay
This
humble.
is Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe. We are doing a podcast right now. This is not on the radio yet. So here's the thing. We can't take calls live, but leave us a voicemail. 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. And if you are listening to this on the iHeartRadio app, which I don't know why you wouldn't be, you can use the talkback feature, and we can play it next time. Allessia, we've done about, I would guess, 20 episodes, and we've done pretty well for absolutely, positively no promotion.
Right.
But I feel like this is a new era where we're definitely going to get more listens than usual because we're in a new place. And once again, shout out to Tommy Chuck, who hired me to go work at 95.3 WDAE back in August, him and John Mamola. So thanks to them and Chris and everybody here for all the support. And we are recording on the weekend. That was the negotiation tactic, was that nobody's here, so we're not preventing anybody from doing any work. And that's all that is all that needs to be said. Allessia.
Yes.
But I do think we need to introduce each other to the audience. So my name's Ryan Hoppe. I've worked in radio for 11 years. I've been in Tampa for 8 of those years. And I want to be the Jack Harris. I want to be the Pat and Aaron, the Mike Kelta of this town where I am here forever and ever. So that is my plan. Allessia, who the hell are you in 45 seconds?
I'm Allessia Calandra. I am a mom of 2. That's always number 1 for me. I born and raised in St. Petersburg, Florida, first generation American, and ready to kick ass on this podcast.
All right. So I got this idea back 5 years ago with the Rizzuto show on 105.7 The Point in St. Louis.
Sounds like risotto, which
Yes.
is rice.
I am not one of those radio guys that takes other ideas and then claims them as my own. I'll give it a shout out to shows like Rizzuto and Free Beer and Hot Wings for doing this in 2018. But I've never had the proper co-host to do this with. The game is called Butthurt, and it's where you debate things and you see which person would be more likely to do this. And it's supposed to create rage and make the person mad. So,
I love it. Let's do it.
first one. And I just pulled this out randomly from the game Butthurt. It says here, adult card game among friends. But will you remain friends?
Ooh.
Or will you remain co-host?
Or will you be butthurt?
Or will you ghost on me? Who is going to live the longest? Allessia.
Shit. No. Honestly, Ryan, you asked the question.
Yes, sir.
And I think my intuition fucking told me I was going to die before you.
All right, I'm beeping out those swears. We're no longer in my apartment. I'm not editing those out, and this isn't on the radio. No, you don't even need to mouth me that you're sorry. I'm just saying.
Oh, my gosh.
You're raunchy. I changed you forever.
You have.
When I first met you, you were this timid little mom that took me to a coffee shop, and we got coffee, and then we talked about being co-host, and now you're just like a shock jock.
Oh, my gosh.
Allessia, the love sponge, what are you doing?
We're rubbing off on each other.
Yeah, we are. But,
In what ways have I rubbed off on you?
You've made me more spicy and sassy.
Have I?
When you hang around independent women that don't give a crap, all of a sudden your life changes a little bit. You become sassier. I predict I'm going to die at 70. I want to live to be 100 million because I don't particularly want to die. But at the same time, I just think and caffeine is contributing to the downfall of me. But with the crazy hours at work and caffeine helps me. Allessia.
Yes.
Who's going to live longer, me or you?
You.
Why? You're like the healthiest person ever. Besides, you have 2 kids.
I think I will have an accidental freak death and die young. I hope not. But I see you being like this older, like 105.
No, because then I'm going to be all alone.
No, you won't. You still have your cat Luna, or Luna the 3rd or 4th by then.
Knowing Luna, and it's very weird not having my cat here to record. It's very weird that this is like a professional like setup, like because you got to think to people that are listening. Before, Allessia is a single mom of 2, and she's not exactly making money off of Happy Hour yet. So at the same time, it was one of those things where we would plan to record at sometime between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And she would come at like 1:10, and I'd be tired from being up since 4 a.m. So I slept 12 hours last night. So I feel amazing.
You look amazing. Your stash looks amazing. Your hair looks amazing. You were glowing when I saw you.
Yeah, I'm always glowing when I'm around Allessia.
I like that grin. Yes. Okay, so we agree that you're going to live longer. Next question.
One is going to prove that I don't want to say promiscuous, but when I'm in a relationship, I am the most loyal dude ever. I don't even think about cheating. But when I'm single, man, I love women. Like, women is the greatest thing to ever happen to this planet, besides arguments. But besides that, women are pretty cool. And it says here, who has had sex with the least amount of partners? That would be Allessia. For sure. What's your number? Is your number plus 20?
I cannot answer this. I plead the 5th. We have to have a plead the 5th on one of the cards, and I'm using mine right now.
All right, next one.
So you win, Ryan.
Oh, no, I actually think I have more. And I'm not just saying, unless you were wild in your 20s, like, woo-hoo-hoo.
Ryan,
we're going home from the club.
Mouth me your number. Okay. First of all, we all heard you. And secondly, I think we're okay. Let's move on.
Who is more vain? Allessia.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's just because you're pretty and you're likable and you got to carry yourself with class.
Oh.
I'm a dude.
I think, yeah, I guess I am more vain. Like, I care more about, like, my appearance.
Yeah.
Okay. I agree.
Yeah, sometimes I'll go to work looking like trash, and then my barber's like, why are you promoting my haircuts? richkbarber.com. If you're not going to take care of yourself. For the first 29 years of my life, I was promoting, I got this great haircut at richkbarber.com. And then all of a sudden, I just didn't look the same. It's really weird. When you take care of yourself, it's this crazy concept. You feel better about yourself.
It's true.
I mean, who would have saw that coming? Who is more ambitious?
You.
Yeah, I don't have kids. You're pretty ambitious too. I
divide my ambition, and you have one soul-driven ambition towards a purpose. And so it's a different ambition.
You know what it is? Growing up in the Midwest, it was cold out. Now, I didn't really have any siblings. Well, I did not have any siblings. It's not that I totally didn't have any siblings. I'm the only child. And I didn't have TV in the early 2000s. So how did I learn about 9/11? Through the radio. And how did I learn about sex? Unfortunately, through the radio. And how did I learn about everything? Through the radio. So I'm a radio mind. So I've been doing radio essentially for 30 years. Like, my mom always had radio on. But for you... what were your passions growing up besides being a badass mom?
I always wanted to be an actress and a singer as a child, like Disney Channel, like Nickelodeon. With the fake wand, I would go in front of my TV and like draw the Mickey ears in the air. And I thought I was going to be like a famous actress. And then I also simultaneously wanted to be a nun. I grew up and I did legitimately want to be, that's not a joke. The girl
that was worried about the body count is all of a sudden wanting to be a nun.
Yeah. As a kid, I grew up going to Catholic school, and I remember being really interested in like being a missionary, devoting my life to giving back. And I still have that in my heart, and I still have the performing in my heart. So they don't have to both go away.
There were 2 things you gave. You gave back and you gave birth. Those are the 2 things you contributed so far in your 39 years on this planet. I'm kidding.
I'm going to be 33 in May. I'll send my address.
I've known you for 7 years. We've been friends for about 6 months. I can bust your balls. I love you. I adore you. It's a joke. Because some people will be like, oh my God, you are so mean to Allessia.
I'm so vain that 39 offended me and it shouldn't.
You're so vain, Allessia?
Yeah. I bet you think this song is about you, don't you? Don't you?
Man, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Okay, sorry.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment, as I talked about being presentable and handsome, has been brought to you by RichKBarber.com. When I tell you that he is the best barber in all the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words, he sells out real quick. I think he sells out quicker than going to see Bruce in concert. Like when Rich K. Barber announces in his email his dates that you can go through on Salon Loft or RichKBarber.com, he'll be booked up in a week. Like when I get that email that Rich K. Barber says, and I'm thinking I need to get a haircut, and he sends out an email, I'm on it immediately. It's like trying to get Beyonce tickets.
Oh my gosh.
He is a big deal, and he cuts my hair, and I'm a big guy, so it makes sense. Go to richkbarber.com, and when you go there, he's at Salon Loft on West Shore Boulevard, right next door to McDonald's. So you can go there, and then you can get McNuggets afterwards. If you go there and you tell him that I sent you, he will hook you up. You got to sign up ahead of time. You can't just show up. Hi, can I get a haircut? No, it's not how it works. RichKBarber.com.
Rich.
Happy Hour.
A minute.
Happy Hour.
And I interrupted you.
That's okay.
Not the first time, and not the last time.
He is the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Oh, man. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
856-49-HOPPY. I feel really accomplished. 856-494-6773. Not even being able to manifest this room, but I've always wanted to do that segment Butthurt, and I never had a co-host to do it with, and I bought it 5 years ago after hearing Rizzuto and, I have a hard time saying that word today, Rizzuto and Free Bear and Howings doing it, so I feel accomplished that I got to do it.
I want to keep playing that game. It was so fun.
We'll do it another time.
Okay.
I feel like they know us enough.
Yeah.
We have a huge body count, and we're crazy and wild. So me and you were talking last night. I was hanging out at Dignitary, and I was really thinking about how to make this podcast sound different than when I recorded it at my apartment. And I said the second and fourth segment is Allessia's Pile. We have 5 segments here. So Allessia, what the hell is going on in this universe, in this planet we live on known as Earth?
Okay, Ryan. Well, last night I went to the Edition Hotel in Tampa.
Yeah, what's that like? Fancy and schmancy?
It's fancy schmancy. It's not the nicest hotel I've been to.
Yes.
I am so vain, you know.
Yeah.
No, it was really nice. But here's the thing I noticed, and this is what I wanted to talk about. Everybody was lined up to take the infamous picture on the stairs of the Edition Hotel. And bravo to the Edition Hotel to having super cool architecture and, you know, photo-worthy places that people want to visit, right? That's what draws people in. So good for them. It worked. Bravo. But to see this line of women so eager to take a photo on the stairs got me thinking, like, are we here going places just for the damn gram?
Yes.
Just for the photo?
Why do you think I went to Miami last year with my uncle?
It's like all for the photo. It's all for the gram. It literally is all for the gram. And so I was there and I took some pictures with my girlfriends. And then I was like, you know what? I'm tired. Going out's not really for me. I went home. I changed into sweats. And then I went through the Taco Bell drive-thru with my friend. And it was great. And then we sat on my couch and ate Taco Bell and chatted, which is what I would have rather done in the first place. But it just got me thinking, Ryan, Hoppy,
yes,
about what we do to show ourselves on the gram or the places we're influenced to go that we don't even maybe care to go, but we want to go to because everyone else is going, like the Edition Hotel stairs.
By the way, I wanted to talk to you about this.
Yes.
I was looking at your social media last night. I was like, my girl is
living
it up. Oh, you were looking hot as hell.
Thank you.
By the way, you know who else last night? because I'm a single man. So sometimes I feel like I want to be in a relationship, and sometimes I feel like, you know what? I'm content. I'm good. But I saw this girl on social media, and I immediately was like, I want to go down the wedding aisle or whatever it's called.
Aww.
With this woman right here. She looks like an angelic ball of crazy. The bartender you were out with, those little duck lips, I was like, can I marry you?
Oh, that's my girl, Christina. She's so cute. She's my little Miami girl.
Is that how you spell her name? CHRISTTTTINNNNA?
Oh, no, we don't associate with girls named Christina with an H. No H in her name. We talked about this last night. No, it's a C, but no H.
That's spicier. I like that.
Yeah, she could be your Miami mommy.
Man, she could be.
Yep. It was great. I'm glad you looked at our photos, but
of course I look at your photos. I got to see what you're up to. I got to make sure that you're behaving. I got to make sure that you're representing my brand well, even if it doesn't say much.
Right. I love that. I love that we've been chatting like on the phone more lately too.
Oh, it's so good. I love talking to Allessia. Talking to you when you're on edibles. Are you going through your medical card? Oh, it was a good time.
Call out. Okay.
What time did you go to bed last night? I was out. I was so tired, and I wanted to have such good rest that I slept from 8:30 p.m. essentially to noon. I watched NBA and listened to old radio shows, kind of taking in the moment. Mm-hmm. And then I was out at midnight, and I was up at noon, and I felt groggy as hell. Like I was dragging myself to Dunkin' Donuts to get coffee, and then I felt amazing.
I had one spicy margarita, and that was it because I was driving. So I'm like, okay, I'm one and done. I'm good.
Yeah.
Got home by midnight on the couch, like I said, eating my Taco Bell extra fire sauce. And then this morning, I had my friend Christina, the one you just commented on. She slept over. We went to go see my client, Pineapple Espresso, St. Pete, and we drove through, had some healthy food.
Everything you go through is so classy. Pineapple Espresso. What was the place we went on our first coffee date, essentially, for the show,
too? Paradeco.
Everything's got a classy name. I go to Dunkin', Wawa, and Curaleaf.
Oh, man. Yeah. So that was good. It was good. And then my dad, it's his birthday.
Happy 50th birthday.
Yeah. He's like 60-something.
Daddy Calandra.
And we had a barbecue for him today. And my sister made his cake out of just like quarts of ice cream, like stacked in a pyramid. And then the top one had a candle. It was cute. Yeah. Going back to what we were talking about with spicy women and going out.
Yeah.
So all my group of friends,
Man, Allessia.
Canceled
Canceled before it even really began.
I'm so sorry.
You're okay.
Okay, so all my girlfriends and I happen to be single right now, but not single because we've always been single. Single because we've broken up with our boyfriends, our husbands.
That's how it usually works.
Right. But we are like just in a season. And so, Ryan, you know what I like? I like women in a season. You know who else is in a season? Giselle. Giselle is in a season, and she was just seen on a cover that she did for Arezzo, the new brand Arezzo, and she was in a thong on a pole, doing her thing.
I gotta make Tom feel bad for going back to football.
And there's nothing.
You go with your midlife crisis, girlfriend.
Yes.
I'm sure Tom is so not better off. She's totally not high maintenance.
No, she's not. She's not. And
she's great.
There's nothing I love more than a woman who just
that's all you got to say. We can end the show there.
Bounces back from a hard transition in life, and she's looking good, and she's feeling good, and business is good, and then she's like, I'm 42, I'm still a supermodel, I'm getting on a pole in a thong, I'm doing an ad, and you can kiss my boop.
And I was totally with Tom when he was officially broken up with Bridget Moynihan, and there was no cross over there. Oh, she's a woman of class, that Giselle.
Is it karma? I don't know. But
I
either
think
way,
it's just nobody's a good person.
Oh.
It was so weird. When Tom Brady played for the Patriots and they were such a perfect family, I was like, Bridget Moynihan, are we not going to talk about Bridget Moynihan? She's pregnant.
Yeah, that would suck. That
would suck, yeah.
Yeah.
Being pregnant, you would know about that twice.
Either way, shout out to the single ladies that are
all my
thriving
single
and-
ladies.
and all the single ladies.
Now, are you guys actually happy being single? Or no. Or are you going, we don't need a man? But then if you found a man, you'd be obsessed with him. That's the type of
No, I'm
crowd
not.
you hang out with. You guys think, oh, we don't need a man. And I'm not saying you need a man, but if you found a man, oh my God. And he's from Italy and he's so handsome. I know you very well.
Okay, so what I found is we're all in different, it's almost like, is it the 5 stages of grief or something? Or is it 6? I don't remember.
It's 5.
Okay, 5. So I am at the last stage finally.
Acceptance.
Yes, Ryan, you know them?
I've gone through breakups too.
Oh my gosh. So I'm at acceptance, and I love, for me genuinely, I love spending time with my girlfriends now. I love fostering my friendships. I love hanging out with my neighbors. I love being a mom. I am genuinely happy in this season of my life. Whereas I look at some of the other women I'm hanging out with, and we're all at different. One wants to hoe out. The other one is like still crying over her ex.
What's her number? Call me 847-346. You know the rest.
Yeah.
You think I'm kidding? I was looking at my apartment last night. Like, my apartment got a little messy. Not like bad messy. Like, you could have a bro over and hang out. But a female? I am putting out there, Allessia, the energy of the most perfect relationship ever. And you know how that works? By acting like you already have that relationship. So last night, I set my house like really nice. I had this, Ian Beckles sells these nice Zen candles you can get from Dignitary, like 3 for $1. And they like smell just so amazing. And I'm just sitting there like, it's coming. Everything. And I also felt old because I was going to bed at 8:30 on a Friday.
You should get me a candle. I like
I
candles.
should. Oh, but it's not like I've asked you 100 times to come to Dignitary.
Hey, guess what?
You have 2 kids.
No, guess what?
What?
Guess what we're doing tonight?
Going to Dignitary?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, we are.
High five me. Can you reach?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Got to make sure I don't mess up the board.
As long as one person has long arms.
Now, are you actually going to go?
100%. We're hanging out and we're going.
Oh, hell yeah. You get to meet Ian Beckles, too, like one of my mentors.
Yeah.
856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Let's see how long we are. Oh, I should probably take a break. And you can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. And if you're listening on the iHeartRadio app, use the talkback feature. Okay?
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, this following segment's been brought to you by RichKBarber.com. Was the first one. The second one is Amir, Academy of Martial Arts at AmirAcademy.com. When I tell you that he is the best trainer in all the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words. Allessia, you've known me 10 years. I'm not a liar. I don't take people to average boxing classes. I wouldn't lead them to that. I want them to have a great workout. So go to AmirAcademy.com. He's got classes Monday through Friday, self-defense classes, women's self-defense classes, kids classes, MMA classes, normal classes, whatever the hell you need. Amir Academy has it. He's got boxing bags. If you want to just think about how annoying the person that drives you nuts, whatever person they are during the day, you can punch the bag and pretend that person's there. It's a good vibe. Amir Academy. What is it? .com. Yeah.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Please don't be offended. He's sorry in advance.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
It's really weird how surroundings make people different. When I used to record in the ghetto by myself, I felt so alone. Then when I recorded at my apartments, the last 3 I've had in 2 years, I felt pretty good. Now I feel alive.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
We got a little ways to go.
Started from the bottom, now the whole team's here.
Thank you for being clean.
You're welcome.
You know what song is underrated and because Soulja Boy and Drake hate each other is not on Spotify and only on YouTube?
What?
We Made It. We made it.
Okay.
It's very 2013. I was like 19 years old, hanging out with my friends.
It's true about the surroundings, though, Ryan. Yeah. It's like, we always say on the show, it's like you look better, you feel better. But like your environment, clean it up, be in a new space.
Yeah.
Dress the part.
How does your house look? Is your house clean right now?
Always clean. The only thing I fall behind on is like laundry. So it'll be washed, but it's in a pile that I need to fold. But other than that, I'm like OCD about the house being tidy and the kids' rooms being clean.
How's Mateo? Is he behaving more?
Oh my gosh.
What the hell's Mateo up to?
That handsome ball of a little monster.
In 2037, he's going to be a problem with the ladies. That is a good-looking kid.
He's cute. My babies. I love them. You want to know what I did with my daughter the other day? Can I tell you?
Yeah, I think I saw it, but the people on social media, I'm talking too much. What did you go to? What did you do?
Yeah, I pulled her out of school. And I think all parents should do this with their kids. You pull them out of school one day.
Who needs an education?
Well, I think experience is education, Ryan. So I pulled her out of school. I picked her up. She was super pumped. And we went and got blowouts, which means our hair blown out. So we went and got blowouts. We went for sushi. And then I surprised her by going to Wicked at the Strass Center in Tampa. And so we saw that performance of Wicked. And it was wicked. It was amazing.
I've heard great things about Wicked. In the 2000s and early 2010s, it was a big deal in Chicago, and everybody liked Wicked.
I would like to sing some, but I guess I always sing.
Why not? I can't play the real song on here because of copyright. It's a real bitch. So it's not.
I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But
you know what? I sit here and I talk about copyright being bad. But they really get no money from Spotify, so I get why they don't want podcasts playing their music. Like, you know how annoying it is that I can't just play Drake, We Made It, when I'm talking about it? Like, you know how much that crushes me inside?
Can we pay for it?
It's a lot of money. I mean, I know you're rich. I know you're Miss Moneybags over here.
I'm not Miss Moneybags. We're starting from the bottom, and we're halfway up right now.
You got a nice-ass house. You got everything going for you.
It's my sister's house that I'm renting from her because I lived in Spain last year, so no houses.
Yeah, you got Allessia over here.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
It does. It depends on the type of
Is that
date.
my intro? I really like that. That's kind of motivating.
Here comes the money.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Ooh, I like that. That is spicy.
I think I got you onto the word spicy. I think I converted you. I never really heard you use spicy before me.
I've never used it until you started saying it.
It's good to be spicy because sometimes
you
got to be spicy. And this couple right here is so spicy.
We've done every form of therapy that exists.
Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly are working on their relationship amid rumors the two called it quits.
They're tiring because I feel like at all times they're putting on a persona that they're wild and edgy. I hung out with Colton. It's Machine Gun's real name. And I hung out with him for about 70 minutes when I worked on a Cleveland radio show. And let me tell you, Colton and pink hair Machine Gun Kelly are two different people, Allessia.
I could see that. Tell me why.
He's just a nerd from Cleveland who made good rap music.
Mm-hmm. I love how she's like, we've tried every type of therapy, and the first thing my mind goes to is like some spiritual retreat where they're taking mushrooms in the middle of like the Costa Rican forest or rain. Yeah.
And Demi Lovato's there, and she's like, I'm totally sober.
And then like the devil or like some spirit exits their body, and like this like a medium is like, oh, your black energy is leaving your body now.
And you have Aaron Rodgers in the other room like, shut up, I'm trying to have my darkness retreat.
And it's like, they've tried every kind of therapy, and that is on the list of therapies they've tried.
Do you know about that darkness retreat with Aaron Rodgers?
No.
You didn't hear about this?
No, tell me.
Aaron Rodgers talks about doing ayahuasca on the Pat McAfee show like 2 years ago, and everyone's like, wow,
yes.
You have an NFL quarterback talking about tripping on drugs. Even though Bill Walton in the NBA was the first player to talk about that. Google it. Here's what I'm saying. So he goes, I'm going on a darkness retreat, and he like went into this like dark room where you couldn't see anything, but he had like a bathroom, and he didn't even go the full 5 days he was going to go.
Oh shit. You stay in the room for in the darkness for that long?
Yeah, you're essentially dead, which I would get if I was an NFL quarterback that played 20 years and only won one Super Bowl and choked in every NFC championship game too. I would want to feel like I'm dead too, and I had to live in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Yeah, I would want to go through darkness as well.
Wow. I like that background music. I was in the zone for a second.
I was in the zone, and then I was like, I've played this too long.
But a source tells ET that the pair still have trust issues to work through.
Oh, that's good. You've been dating someone for a year and you have trust issues. That's going to take you far in life.
It's definitely a process. It's not an easy one.
ET source says Megan and MGK have a lot to work out.
Just end it.
You know what I noticed?
What?
So your theory last time was that Machine Gun Kelly cheated on Megan Fox. Do you still stand by that?
Totally.
Okay, so you don't think she cheated, you think he cheated, right?
I think they both did. I think they're just slobs.
Okay, because I was going to say, I think there's something with like when super hot girls get cheated on, it just like kills them because they're like, what the hell? And life doesn't make sense.
You know what's the crappiest thing is like when you're at the end of a relationship and then all of a sudden, and this happens to men, and I'm not saying that this is just me, but you're at the end of a relationship. You're on a bit of a dry spell because it's a car with one tire going down to Howard Franklin. The relationship needs to end. And all of a sudden, like, people want to have sex with you. People are, like, hitting you up. And then the moment that you go the moral way and you end that relationship, and you go the moral way, Allessia, and you go, you know what? I think I'm going to go and hook up with that beautiful 36-year-old nut job. All of a sudden, there's something about being unobtainable unless you cheat and you're a scumbag.
Yes.
Which I've never heard more defenses lately for cheating. It's weird.
Tomato, tomato.
If we're so good with cheating, put Pete Rose in that Baseball Hall of Fame. He cheated in baseball.
I don't even have time. Who
you don't have time? You're here.
I don't have time for relation. Like this is why it's like, no, it's too much work. It's too much energy.
It's too much work. But if you found a perfect man after this show, all of a sudden, I do believe you would be a different woman. I believe you'd be in a relationship. I'm waiting for you to get into a relationship.
I think that everybody brings something to your life, including friendships, and you can learn and grow just as much from friendships as you can romantic relationships. And I'm good with like learning from you, learning from my other friends in this phase of my life. You teach me a lot. Ryan, are you kidding? You teach me so much.
Thank you so much.
You're driven. You're ambitious. We talked about that earlier.
Let me close my eyes.
You're a positive person.
Oh, I thought
you're a genuine person.
I thought you were going to say pothead.
No, I have learned so much from you about just like staying focused on your goals and being a driven person, being a good, genuine person who does things the right way.
Thanks.
And you do things the right way.
I
admire that about you.
appreciate it. I don't like being screwed over. It's not really a fun feeling to get screwed over. Now, getting screwed, that's a different feeling, but getting screwed over, not so much. Do you see the article over there about Michael Irvin, the former NFL wide receiver?
I did that. I did see it, and I wanted to comment on it. So Michael Irvin is, a statement's being released by the Marriott. I guess one of their employees was made a sexual reference by Michael, and he said something along the lines of, "Hey, yo, girl, have you ever," end quote, had a big black man inside of you? End quote.
Dude,
so Michael Irvin,
swear,
like, whoa.
Michael Irvin and all those wide receivers in the NFL, because it's such a sassy position, you got to have flair. They are so promiscuous. They are crazy, dude.
You know what's funny is like, how many women listening to this show right now have had a statement along these lines said to you? I'm not saying by a black man. It could have been a black man. It could have been an Asian man. It's not about race right now.
I got
what
it.
I'm saying is that has a man said something to you sexually that we just dismiss as women, right? We're like, oh, it's just how they are. They're catcalling. The construction workers are catcalling. And then it's like, they're actually taking legal action. Like, how do you is there a new era of taking legal action? Is there a new era where our mindsets are changing?
Yes, men shouldn't be sluts and get away with things.
I know the Me Too movement happened and everything, but I was listening to a podcast the other day called We Can Do Hard Things, and they made a point like about just like speaking out, and I realized that I was sexually taken advantage of in one of my jobs that I won't mention, but it is in the Tampa Bay area. And I ended up quitting. I never spoke out. And while listening to this podcast the other day, I was thinking to myself, oh, well, this has never happened to me. And then all of a sudden it came to the front of my mind. And I'm like, wait a second, this did effing happen to me.
Good job.
Thank you. I was like, this actually did happen to me, and I didn't speak out, and I pushed it to the back of my mind, and that's not okay. And the lady on the podcast was saying how, like, it didn't matter how many years passed, she couldn't get over it, and she finally, like 15 plus years later, spoke out about it. So, I mean, good for this Marriott employee for being like, nah, you're a guest, but you can't talk to me like that. And like bringing it and Marriott releasing a statement. Michael Irvin, I get it. Like, you're an NFL player.
You're 50 years old.
And like, you're a dude. But
who cares? You played in the 90s, bro. Get over it.
Yeah, dudes, you gotta stop making little comments like this. It's getting old, and I think I'm proud of this woman for speaking up.
You know what else is getting old?
What's up?
Gen Xers that live in the past.
What year is that again, Ryan?
It's like 70s.
Okay.
They're all like 45 to 55.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Hoppy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by FitStageFitness.net. Devin Prasad is the best workout trainer in all the Bay area. Go to FitStageFitness.net, download the app, and he's got different memberships. I saw that Allessia Calandra, or is it Calandra? I've been saying it wrong. I'm sorry.
Honestly, I feel like it would be. So I say Calandra, but we're Italian. So no Italian person is going to say Calandra. They're going to say Calandra.
I think it sounds better for radio. And two, if I say Calandra, my A's really go through it because I'm from Chicago and I like salad. And my A's, ketchup, don't go on hot dogs. Anyway, you probably should have eaten a hot dog before you work out with Devin Prasad at FitStageFitness.net. Did you see that picture of me this week? Because of Devin Prasad, Amir Academy, and Dignitary Tea and Kava House, I have lost 42 pounds since August.
Congratulations.
I'm glad the energy was really, the same. I'm over here expressing how happy I am, and you're like, good for you.
First of all, you look amazing, and combined, we've lost how much weight? I've lost like almost 35 pounds. It's called the divorce diet. You look incredible. We're both single. We're rocking life, and you have a sage, and everyone needs a sage, and there you go.
Happy Hour.
Hell yeah, that's what I wanted.
Call Hoppy now. 856-49-HOPPY. Tweet at him at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Or chat him live via the Hoppe Radio app. Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Happy Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen,
what's up?
Here it is.
Yeah.
Most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
856-49-HOPPY. 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me. RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. All right, Allessia.
Yes.
What the hell do you have in your pile?
Oh. Well, something else I wanted to talk about.
What's up?
Was Tiger Woods is being sued by an ex-lover. He kicked her out of her home. Well, she claims he tricked her out of her home. And now she's filing for emotional damages for $30 million, which got me thinking, Ryan.
Gold digger!
Which got me thinking.
What?
I think filing for emotional damages is a great idea.
If you need money and you have no talent and the only way you get through life is having sex with famous athletes, go ahead.
Yeah, so Erica Herman, the ex-girlfriend of Tiger Woods, is filing a lawsuit, and she is speaking out that he sexually abused her and then kicked her out of his home.
Okay.
So she is filing for severe, in quotes, emotional damage, alleging that he tricked her into leaving his Florida mansion where they had lived together.
Such a baller move.
Hey, honey, can you go get some milk? Actually, he would never talk like that.
On a vacation. Yeah, that's not talking.
You want to go on a vacation and leave the Florida mansion, and then he changed the lock set, and they've been living there together for 6 years.
Baller, bro. Did you hear that? Like he sent her on a vacation by herself.
No. Okay, tell me that because that's not in the article. So tell me the background.
That's the alleged rumor. All the info's coming out, but that he pretty much sent her on a vacation by herself, and then when she came back, the doors were locked.
So this is how it went down. Hey, babe.
Yeah.
You look really tired. You know, I've been noticing how hard you've been working lately. And you know what you need?
To get the hell out of here.
Yeah. You need a vacation and never come back.
Good. Also, if you're I got to be careful how I say this. If you're dating Tiger Woods and that's the result you get, I don't feel bad for you. It's not like he's ever really shown that he's a good guy.
Ugh.
Oh, Tiger Woods. I want him to date my daughter.
Right.
Get
exactly.
the hell out of here.
Seriously.
I mean, do you agree with me?
No, I completely agree.
Okay.
I get that, like, I'm a firm believer. People change,
No,
whatever.
I don't believe.
Like, you can work towards change, right?
Yeah.
I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. But if you know someone has a record of just crap, and if you can Google the person's name and something comes up about them,
that happens to me.
then, like, please stop. And like, I can't. And then you're like, oh my God, like he's like the best. And he like, no, he's not. And he has a DUI and
I was about to say he does have a D.
And he's a felon. And what are you doing? So Google your person's name.
Who's a felon?
Well, I don't know. I'm not
Tiger Woods?
I'm not projecting at all. I'm just speaking off the top
You're
of my
a
head,
sassy
Ryan.
girl, man. God, you're sassy.
I love it.
Of course you love yourself. So what else is going on?
Alrighty, and so who cares about the crypto market? Hands? Anybody?
Hell yeah!
Okay.
I don't care at all. Well, I was actually raising my hands going like, you're such a, unless you put money into it 10 years ago, I am so tired of hearing about it, even though I printed out that for you to read. So we are going to hear about it. But what I'm saying is I want actual money, actual moolah, actual cash, not this fake money.
I feel like they're on to something. It just doesn't work for my brain, and it doesn't click for me yet.
It's called a Ponzi scheme to get around taxes. That's all it is.
Do you really think so?
Yeah.
Well, $70 billion was just wiped off the crypto market in 24 hours as Bitcoin drops 8% to near 2-month low.
Remember Dogecoin and AMC like 2 years ago? And everyone's like, that's going to be the future.
What was that? Tell me that.
People were putting money into Dogecoin. It was a dog, and it was going to be like the Bitcoin of the future. And then the other one was AMC. Everybody was like, I don't remember. It was the topic of my old radio job every day. AMC, Dogecoin, AMC, Dogecoin. It's the most 2021 thing ever.
I will say that, like, people are probably onto something with some of this. Like, I don't know. I'm sure they're onto something. This is not where my brain goes in life. Maybe it should. Maybe
Your
I should
brain's very
invest.
clean. You're clean, but you're not clean. You're like a...
Thank you.
You're like a debaucherous angel.
I'm a okay.
Lady in the... Never.
And then I will say that recently I had my financial advisor start investing for me. And because I'm going to admit something to you guys right now. I'm not the best with money.
That seems like such a surprise.
Okay.
I'm so taken back by
I'm trying to
that.
be better, and because people can change. And so I'm trying to be better. And anyways, my financial advisor has set me up with like some life insurance for like my kids, and like he's trying to invest my money for me. But like I know nothing about Bitcoin. So he's making the shot, he's calling the shots, he's figuring out where it goes for me and studying all that. And God willing, I have some money down the road. I'm trying to set myself up for success, people.
The way you're saying try, you're acting like there's a chance you can fail. You're going to set yourself up for success.
Well, you just said Bitcoin was a joke. So, like, if he's investing in Bitcoin for me, my money could be going nowhere.
Yeah, you got to invest in money. Invest in...
Invest in your health.
Money helps. If you have money, you can have better health and better access to things. Oh, I want to have such a good life with no money in my bank account. Get out of here.
The American dream.
says the girl that critiqued me for taking someone on a first date to Applebee's last month. Oh, but the money doesn't matter. Get out of here. I'm just messing with you. You can mess with me, but then when I do it, I come off like a dick. I don't quite get that.
No, I would never go to Applebee's. I was laughing at something else. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Applebee's is so good.
Ew.
You just got to take like 4 Tums afterwards and then you're solid.
God, I can't wait to go to Applebee's. They take this frozen bag of buffalo chicken and they stick it in their deep fryer that hasn't been cleaned in a month.
Accurate. Ad is very accurate. It's the funniest.
Do you like my accents?
I don't know why it was that. You should do a Chicago accent because I went there too.
How do you do that?
You just talk like me, like Allessia Calandra.
Allessia Calandra.
Yeah.
That's not okay. Yeah.
I wanted to show you. So next week on Wild 94.9 in San Francisco, they're going to be having the tribute shows all week long for JV and Elvis. The Doghouse with JV and Elvis, as JV passed away 2 weeks ago, and all the crew, all 20 members of the show, were going to be going by. And like Elvis is going to be there and all these people. I wanted to play. This is what I sounded like when I called JV's show 9 years ago.
The JV Show.
1294.9 the Bay's #1 hit music station. The JV Show. Happy Wednesday to you. I am happy sometimes to help people out. Coming up earlier on the show, we played Young Var's new. How old is Young Var?
He's 18 years old.
18-year-old Filipino rapper. I thought he was pretty good. We played his music on the air. Now let's get to this guy Ryan. He hits me up on Twitter and says, "Where the hell did that go?" Oh, yeah.
Right there in front of you.
Hey, JV, I was wondering if you would want to do a few drops for my 2 radio shows. It would be a cool way for me to come back from a break. So, Scuba Steve, you hit this guy up. Where is he from?
He's from Chicago, Illinois.
All right. Hey, thank you for finally saying Illinois. You've been saying Illinois.
I have?
Yes.
All morning.
Really? I've been saying Illinois?
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't even notice that.
Hey, Ryan, good morning.
What's up, JV? How's it going, man?
Pretty good. So, you go to the school called the Illinois Center for Radio?
Yeah, and I will be graduating next month, so right now I'm looking for my first job in radio because I have 2 freelancing radio shows right now.
You sound a lot older than 20 years old. Are you sure you're 20?
Maybe. I might be 30 then. I'm not sure yet.
Ryan, because I want to ask you, you said you've listened to JV since he was in New York 8 years ago. That makes you 12. So did that, was JV...
No, he's not 12.
No, that made him 12 when he listened to you for the first time in New York with Elvis. Did you kind of like, the JV inspire you to get into radio? You've listened to talk radio since, I guess, age 12?
Yeah, I used to listen to him back when he was in New York, and I would download all his podcasts, because what I would do is I'd go to my local library and look up radio shows, and I just liked what JV brought to the radio, so he's one of the reasons why I'm going into radio right now.
That's nice.
Oh, that's great. Is Ryan Hope, is that your real name, or is that a radio name?
It's Ryan Hoppe, and yeah, it's just Hoppe and Super Rich. That's the show I have. So
it's hot. So
cool.
Your name is not Ryan Hope?
It's Hoppe.
Oh, no, because I set something up. Oh, hey, you know the old... Have you seen Star Wars?
Yeah.
And so in Star Wars, there's this little scene.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
I was thinking this morning we could try you out with a segment called, Ryan Hope, being our only hope, but that's not even your name.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that would work then.
No, we're gonna do it anyway.
Rest in peace, JV. The whole clip is on Spotify, and make sure you're tuned into Wild 94.9 next week to hear that. But yeah.
Wow, Ryan, you were really great. That was I loved listening to that.
Thank you.
Happy Hour.
Happy Hour will be right back.
We're about to get into the final segment, but this is being brought to you by WestShorePrinting.com. Man. They are the best printing company in all the Bay Area. They made my business cards and much, much more. Also, this is being brought to you by Mitra 9. Go to tinyurl.com/HoppyMitra and use keyword Hoppy at checkout and save 20% on the best Kava and Kratom products in all the Bay Area and the world. And I'm very happy to be sponsored by them. I'm very honored. It goes on.
Happy Hour.
Wow! Happy Hot Topic!
It's time to turn Hoppe on.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
11 minutes.
The radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, yes. 856-49 Hoppe. It's 856
49 Hoppe.
49.
Sorry. I really wanted to do it. 896 49 Hoppe.
Yeah, that's it. 856-49 Hoppe. It's 856-494-6773. You tweeted me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. All right, this next headline is a couple I never thought I'd see, but I'm totally down for it. Because thinking about them having sex is kind of funny.
Whoa! Hoppe Hot Topic!
Oh, my ears.
New couple alert. That's Avril Lavigne and Tyga locking lips.
What? This is happening?
Avril Lavigne is having sex with Tyga.
Wait, who was Tyga with?
The guy that banged Kylie when she was like 17.
Wait, No.
Tyga, he had a song, Ass So Fat, Need a Lap Dance.
Yeah,
Ass So Fat. You got the point.
She got a tattoo, or he got a tattoo, like of her name across his neck, didn't he?
No.
I thought that happened.
The two were spotted getting cozy at the Mugler by Hunter Schafer party during Paris Fashion Week on Monday.
Come on this side. I want to show you a picture of them kissing, what it looks like. It's so passionate and lovely. I bet he just lays the pipe. Oh, yeah. What do you think of that kiss?
I see the Kylie tattoo on his neck. Nope, just kidding.
She's going back to her mic, and I'm going back to the clip right here.
Fashion Week on Monday. A month after the Skater Boy singer and her former fiance, Mod's son, called off their engagement.
She's an icon, so I'm just lucky to be next to her.
Well,
not anymore.
Well, that was then, and this is now. Tyga laying a big old kiss on Avril with her arms wrapped around his neck. They were also photographed laughing and leaving the party together, holding hands.
Now, was there an argument when they got home? Because a lot of times when couples are so perfect in public,
right,
there's an argument.
That's like when we were talking about Jen and Ben Affleck at the award show, and he was like stone-faced the whole time.
Yeah, he's around a bunch of drunks. He's a recovering douchebag alcoholic. I'd feel like crap, too. Also, he had to hang out with Trevor Noah, and that guy is an asswipe.
So what do you think about Avril and Tyga?
Fascinating.
You like it?
Yeah.
You're about it?
I'm about Avril. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Suck the head of boy, she wasn't good enough for her, or whatever that song was.
He was a skater boy. He said a little bit.
Wow.
She's had the same haircut.
Avril that's two things. First of all, that singing was actually Avril. Hi, Avril. She just walked in. Second of all, she looks like 2002. And Tyga looks like 2012. It's very weird. Yeah. It's kind of like when you look at like Pauly Shore, I believe his name is, the comedian from the 90s, the Weasel, and he's like wearing 90s clothing. It's like, or Vanilla Ice. It's like living in the past much.
I got a lot of things to be excited about and thankful for.
Now a source tells ET that the pair is having a lot of fun together. They connect over music and fashion, and
that's fascinating because his song is like, ass so fat, need a lap dancer, wreck city bitch, wreck city bitch. And then she's like, I'm a skater, boy. It's weird.
I paint my nails black and I...
Wow, you're really singing it. You're really here singing on this show. Because I
sing
you
a
know
lot.
What? Today, when I sleep 12 hours, last night I did, I woke up today at 12:05 p.m. and went, I want Allessia to sing on my podcast. That was what I wanted.
First of all, apologize in advance for singing so much. And also, I used to paint my nails black. So
you've helped this show grow. You never need to say sorry.
Oh.
The only thing you should say is, Ryan Hoppe's the best of all time. 856, I'm just kidding.
Ryan Hoppe is the best of all time.
Finally, someone said it.
I've got smacked in the fucking Oscars by this motherfucker.
Chris Rock comes out swinging, firing back at Will Smith 1 year after the slap heard round the world. Now,
I love how everyone defended Will Smith for that. Oh, you're so manly, punching somebody. Whoa!
I don't think so. His wife, you know what's so funny about the whole thing is
that
he
she's
did
a
it
sociopath?
He did it to defend his wife, to stand up for his wife.
Yeah, you banged 22-year-old.
And then he gets back and sits next to her, and she's like, "Don't ever do that for me again. Yeah. You embarrass me, and you son of a bee. Now, you don't do that for me, okay?" Allessia. And now he has two people mad at him.
Allessia.
Yes.
There's one sound effect to describe their relationship. Will Smith is whipped. Just saying.
A source tells ET he said everything he wanted to say and is...
That was weird. The thing kept playing a duck sound effect from the Don Imus show. That was weird. Let's rewind.
Now a source tells ET he said everything he wanted to say and is ready to move on.
I'm not a victim, baby. You will never see me on Oprah or Gail.
Are you going to talk about it again? Because then you're being a victim. You got to move on. Like, if he's actually going to move on and never talk about it again, then I'm totally down with it, Allessia. But if he keeps talking about it, I mean, one might have to call Chris Rock a hypocrite. Only time will tell. Did he what?
Okay. I feel like you always know someone. I was like, have to ask Ryan.
What's up?
Didn't Will and Chris talk on a podcast about it?
No.
Yes, Ryan, they did. And it was filmed, and they were on a Zoom type call, and they were finally hatching it out, and everyone's like, "Oh, I think they're doing this for publicity."
I typed in Chris Rock, Will Smith podcast on YouTube, and there's Joe Rogan videos about it. But I think you may have gone down the deep fake world, the AI world, the ChatGPT world, the artificial intelligence world, because that is not accurate.
Okay.
856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. All right, Allessia.
Mm-hmm.
We got 4 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell should we end this? What do you want to do the last 4 minutes?
I really want to play the game again.
Yeah,
can we?
Of course we can.
I'm like a kid. I'm like, yeah, games.
Alrighty. Let's see here.
What was your favorite game as a kid? I liked Clue.
Who is the funniest? You for sure. You're hilarious.
Shut up. No, I'm not. You don't
okay,
really think
funnier.
so.
Okay, screw the compliment.
Do we have different types of humor?
Oh, what, man? I was just trying to compliment you.
No, but let's talk about that really quick. What kind of humor do you think I have, and what kind of humor do I think you have?
You're more witty and observational. I'm very lowbrow, as a girl told me on Bumble the other day. I was like, thank you. That's what I'm going
hilarious.
For. That's what I'm going for. Don't insult me. What a good time comparing me to the shows I grew up to, you feminist. Who is the last person you would... Okay.
By the way, this game is called...
Butthurt.
Butthurt.
Who is the last person you'd want with you on a deserted island? I think I know the answer.
The last person I'd want with me on a deserted island?
Yes.
My children.
Who? No, the person you wouldn't want.
Oh, wouldn't want.
And I said it's pretty obvious.
Oh,
There's one person out there.
There's one person.
Who didn't know what the pull-out method was. Next. Who would not last long in solitary confinement? Me. I would go crazy. I would go wild.
I would go crazy too. No, there's no way. Solitary confinement. I mean, no. Not a
Who is more likely to be a hoarder? Me.
Yeah, I could see that.
Who would not last long in prison? Me.
Also me. That's like a fear of mine.
It's like a 50-50. Well, don't commit a crime, though.
No, I'm scared that I'll be like accused of something I didn't really do. And then...
Who is going to die first? Allessia.
Yeah, we already talked about that.
Who is the worst liar? Me. Who would sleep with somebody for money? Me.
Definitely you.
Who would you least like to... Who would least like to be your boss? I mean, that's dumb.
Okay. Well, okay.
So they're saying, I think it would be me. Like my papers would be all crumbled in that.
No, that's not true. You would be. You're really organized. You're like my boss now. Like for this podcast, you're great. Okay, next.
Oh, these last two is the perfect way to end Happy Hour. I mean, this couldn't have gone better. We're 58 minutes in.
Yes,
I'm very proud of this next one. 856. We're gonna
856.
What is it?
40.
9 Hoppy. It's 856-494-6773. We're going to do some quick plugs real quick, and then we're going to do the last two because these are really unique. Go to every single platform that has a podcast and search up Hoppe Radio, Ryan Hoppe Radio on all social media, Snapchat, Twitter, IG, Hoppe in Morning on IG, or Hoppe in the Morning rather, Hoppe Hour Radio, RyanHoppeRadio.com. Anything you want to promote? Who is the photographer? Haley?
Haley's great. Yes, Haley Kaplan in Tampa Bay. She's a graphic designer. She does sublease work. That doesn't even make sense. She does work for my marketing company, and she's incredible. She's also a Tampa Bay photographer. Christina Pena helps me with photography. Love her and love my 2 clients. I will shout them out if that's okay.
Yeah, you will.
Pineapple Espresso St. Pete. Come drive through for healthy eats and amazing coffee. Again, that's Pineapple Espresso St. Pete. And then we also have the Innovation Foundation, a nonprofit that brings science experiments, hands-on science experiments into the Pinellas County classroom. So shout out to the Innovation Foundation.
Alrighty. Who is the biggest pervert?
I wonder.
I'm more open about it.
Yeah.
I think you're more low-key about it. I think it would be you.
Can you define pervert, please? Can you use it in a sentence?
Someone that's obsessed with sex, thinks about sex a lot, because we don't really know what goes on in your cranium. And this actually mixes well with the one we just read. Who is a bigger pervert? I would go with me, but I would say you're very close. It's like 51%, 49. And this is the combination that causes you to be a pervert. Who is the worst drunk? I would go with me, but I would say you're pretty, like if you're really drunk, those 2 cards really blend well.
Who is the worst drunk? Oh my gosh. Okay. Once upon a time, younger Allessia was
this was like 6 months ago.
Was wasted and broke an ankle while wearing high heels on New Year's, and then tried to beat her boyfriend's car up with a bat. Just kidding. The second part didn't happen. Kind of. Yeah, no. I think I was once upon a time a crazy drunk, and now I have one drink and I have a hangover. So that's where I'm at in life.
You know what that's called? Being in your 30s, and I'm right around the corner. Woohoo!
Woohoo! Welcome.
Happy hour.
I was going to end with that, but you said something. What did you say? I couldn't go my whole life not hearing what you had to say. What were you going to say?
Can we say woohoo again? And that's it.
1, 2, 3.
Woohoo!
Happy hour. Happy hour.